Honorable CS, allow me to stand on the existing protocols already acknowledged. My name is Peter Odhiambo. I'm the Sub-County Police Commander, Samburu East. I'm speaking on my own behalf and on behalf of my two other colleagues. Sir, we acknowledge the human capital that is very skilled, that is already availed to us, that are able to comb the area. But the software is intact. What we ask is that we leverage technology in dealing with some of these challenges. Like an example was given of drones. And then taking cognizance of the dynamic nature of the security in this area, we ask for modernized equipments like anti-personnel carriers. For example, around the Kamanga area that has been mentioned several times. That area is very vast, and the equipment that we have there is, to use a humble word, worn out, and cannot keep up with the challenge that we have. So, in our area, the incidences are few and far apart, but they attract a lot of attention. Okay? Like, in the last 6 months in my area, we've only realized 3 incidences. But the recoveries are in excess of 500 because, you know, the nature of our area. We have neighbors, and some people from our area also invade areas, the counties that are near us. We ask for a concerted operation to recover the many arms in the wrong hands. Let it be planned from the highest level so that it is well funded and well organized. To recover the arms and stolen animals, especially in Lantana and Kisima in Sreolipi, which is a hideout. We ask that formed up units also be added on that corridor, the corridor that is, that is around Achas, that is used to penetrate our area. Finally, we enjoy cordial working relations. I'll take this opportunity. We enjoy cordial working relations with the political leadership and the leadership of the county. But we also ask that this leadership take advantage of the relationship they enjoy with the wananchi to propagate on practices, cultural practices that are with our times, are going with our times, to deter from practices that have been there for such a long time that are, you know, are deterring, interfering with the development of Samburu County. Sir, we also ask the prison department, they might not have an opportunity to speak, that let's leverage on technology, like virtual courts, so that we do away with this issue of talking about prisoners being transported to Wamba, you know, very many kilometers away, then brought back to Maralal, and endangering the lives of the prisoners themselves and of the officers escorting them. And we also ask that these buses be, you know, that recognize human rights, you know, buses that can be used to accommodate them so that they can sit comfortably and the officers are also comfortable and not worry of their security. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you, sir.
Pigia makofi bwana OCPD. Tuko na kutoka kwa prison.
Thank you, Honorable CS, our PS, IG, and all protocol observed. Let me just put across 3 points. First is the one that my colleague have just mentioned. That is, we request to have a remand home in Baragoi and Wamba so that we can avoid the transportation of remands that can cause some criminals to perpetrate crimes that can lose the life of our officers. Secondly, is we are in our facility, that's our correctional facility, we are doing well in our rehabilitation of inmates, but just a challenge that I can put across to you is most crimes are related to drugs. And at this assessment, we can see that we have got a lot of drugs that are being abused by young people in Maralal and other places around Maralal, like Kisima, Suktamarmar, and Losuk. So there is a need of sensitization of young people or young men to, in fact, try to avoid using this kind of thing, because it is actually destroying a very good young people who are actually dependable to the society. If we lose these young people, then we don't have future. So there is a need of sensitizing, educating, and even making some seminars so that they can avoid drugs. Lastly, I just request that our officers, in fact, don't have houses. Most of them don't have houses. And this actually is bringing a lot of problem to them, because nowadays we have challenges even of mental health. So most officers right now, we are struggling with them having some mental problem because of some financial challenges. And also, this can be good if officers can be together in their stations because of mobilization in case of any disaster management. Thank you.
Asante sana. Tumpigie makofi. Sawa. Thank you, sir. Peter Nyaga, Warden, wapi? Peter Nyaga kutoka KWS, kwa karibu na Richard Lemoki, Forester, ujeni.
Our CS and other protocols observed. My name is Peter Nyaga from Samburu East, the KWS Warden in Samburu East. Mine is just very few. Moja is just a request ambayo inasema nikisema kwamba KWS huwa tunatunza wanyama on behalf of the Kenyan people. That one wananchi wajue. We as KWS huwa tuna conserve and protect animals, wild animals and other natural resources on behalf of the Kenyan people. In Samburu East, as we talk, there are so many natural resources that are in Samburu East. Talk of rhinos, talk of elephants, talk of giraffes, na wanyama wengine wote. But kwa sababu ningependa tena nishukuru wananchi wa Samburu because of kwa sababu ya kukubali mashamba yao, wanyama wakae kwa mashamba yao. Lakini there are still challenges that we face in Samburu East. And our CS who anakaa, I'm sure he sits on the committee regarding compensation. Ile kitu ningemuomba leo hii ni kwamba those conflicts that occur in Samburu East ziwe zinashughulikiwa haraka, kwa sababu from January to July this year we are talking of 4 human death ambao imefanywa na elephant, and 3 injuries ambao zimefanyika na elephant. Those are 4, and yet the year bado mwaka hujaisha. Na bado hatujazungumza kuhusu last year. So that is the situation as at January to July this year. Na tujui ni before January to December ni ngapi itafanyika. So ningependa as waziri amefika hapa, hawe wanaharakisha compensation, wananchi wanalipwa ni kwa mapema na kwa haraka. Na si mambo ya human death, we are talking of thousands of goats, thousands of ngamia and thousands of ng'ombe ambayo ndio wananchi wa Samburu wanategemea. So compensation ikiharakishwa itakuwa ni vyema, na itakuwa ni vyema wananchi wa Samburu wakiishi na wanyama. Ya pili, Ya pili ambayo ningesema ni kwamba in this forum tunakosa watu ambao ni muhimu sana ambao tunafanya kazi nao in Samburu East. Conservancy management. Hawa watu wanatusaidia sana mambo ya cattle rustling, mambo ya security, mambo ya conservation na mambo ya kuhifadhi hao wanyama wetu ambao wako within Samburu East and also the whole of Samburu yote. Tafadhali next time we would like conservancy management ama conservancy leaders wawe engaged na wajumuishwe kwa such kind of forums kwa sababu they are the backbone of security in Samburu East and also the whole of Samburu. Asante sana Bwana Waziri.
Asante, makofi kwake.
CS Interior, all protocols observed. My names are Richard Lemoli, Chief Inspector, in charge of protection and security, Samburu County. Sir, I let you just know that Samburu County is blessed with a lot of forest. The 806 hectares. Ndoto and Nyiro are covering the north. In Samburu East, we have the Matthew Ranges. And in Samburu Central, we have the prestigious Kirisia Forest. We are joining hands with other multi-agencies to ensure that the security in Samburu County is very stable. As we know, as Kenya Forest, that when there is instability of security in this county, also our forests are being affected. As we experience a lot of encroachment during the instability in this county, we found a lot of migration of animals to our forests, creating a lot of encroachment, creating a lot of overgrazing, and also we experience a lot of destruction of our forests during the instability of our county. And also the regeneration, which is now very encouraging in Kirisia Forest, is also being affected when there's instability because there's a lot of movement of animals inside our forest. So, sir, we are joining hands with other multi-agencies to ensure that our county is safe and very secure, as it also creates protection of our forest. Sir, just to note, our forest is the hiding place when there is that insecurity. The bandits run to the forest, also the 190 run to the forest, and during the security time of there is a lot of challenges, especially the forest roads. It's now very thick and it's not accessible. So it's creating a lot of problems when there is that insecurity, because in our forest, it creates some pockets for the bandits. So if the forest road can be open, it will be easy to access these bandits, and it's also be very easy when there is such an issue. Another thing, sir, is that our rangers are also living inside the forest, and we have also several challenges, especially on housing, and I'm very sure now the government is on its feet to construct houses through the housing project, and will also request to be considered, because most of our rangers are now living in tents, and in this tender time, when it is cold,